What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF back with another pregame. As today, the Lakers face the OKC Thunder at 5 Pacific time. Now, I know you guys are thinking, just another game. It means nothing to the Lakers. Wrong. It means a lot to the Lakers. Let me tell you why, guys. Hey, what's up, Blue? How you doing? What's up? What's up, James? This game means a lot to both the Lakers and the Thunder. It means a lot first. I'm going to start with the Thunder. They have slipped over the last 10 games or so, and they are currently in the 8th seed in the West. So if the playoffs were to start today, they're going to go up against the Golden State Warriors, and everybody knows that that's probably going to be a first-round exit for the Thunder. So if they want to match what they did last season, then they should stay right in the 8th seed. However, the Lakers need this loss more than ever. All right, we've won 4 out of our last 5 games after we got eliminated. God knows why. And we are currently in the 12th slot. We were a top 10 lottery team as far as ping pong balls go, and unfortunately now we have slipped. We're tied with the Charlotte Hornets for 11th, potentially 12th. So that's trouble. That only gives us, a 1.7% chance of landing a top 3 pick. That's not very good. I'd rather have a 3% chance or a 13.9% chance of getting a top 4 pick. So if we want to get back there, we got to lose all of these final games. We got about 5 left, and they're all must-lose games starting tonight in OKC. Yeah, rest in peace to Nipsey, man. Looks like they finally found the killer. So, yeah, rest in peace to him, man. Sad week for LA this week, but we got to keep on going, man. Now the Lakers must lose this game. As much as it's gonna hurt to lose to OKC, I'm not gonna lie. It would feel nice to put a damp on their record and pretty much solidify the 8th spot for them, right? And basically guarantee a first-round loss to Paul George and Russ West. So that'll be interesting. But again, no Kyle Kuzma tonight, no LeBron. Of course, he's out for the season. We should catch a L unless the Thunder really suck that bad. And I doubt it. They're a decent team, so they should come out with a victory today. Now, I heard the rumor about Juwan Howard being the favorite, to be the new Lakers head coach. I know absolutely nothing about Juwan Howard's coaching history or even if he would be a good coach. He seems too chill, too laid back to me, but I could be wrong. So I'm really not interested in him as far as head coaching goes. But again, if you guys realize what I've been telling you for the past couple of weeks, every other day is a different rumor surfacing, so nobody really knows. At first, it was Tom Izzo is a heavy favorite for the Lakers. Then it was who else was it? Jason Kidd. Then it was Tyronn Lue. Now we're hearing that Juwan Howard. So don't believe none of this crap. All these rumors are fake because nobody even knows who the next coach is going to be. I don't even think Magic and Rob know yet. They have to sit together after the season and deliberate on who they're going to put, at the head coaching job. So as far as rumors go, take them with a grain of salt. Or however you want. If you want to just sleep over them, so be it. But I'm not going to lose any sleep over any of these rumors. So, damn, we beat the OKC Thunder. There will be 2 games out of the playoffs. No, they're still in the playoffs. The Kings are a couple of games back, last I checked, in the West. So, yeah, they're still in the playoffs. The only thing is that they're still fighting to get a higher position because they don't want to face – I don't think they want to face Denver or the Golden State Warriors. I mean, if they want to make it past the first round. Of course, Denver would be more of a favorable matchup for them, but, it is what it is. At this point, I'm more worried about the Lakers. I want them to lose this game because we're currently in the 12th slot as far as the draft rankings go. We want to move closer towards the 10, where we get a way higher chance of getting a top 3 pick. It basically doubles. So, yeah, I want to be where Minnesota's at. Here's the problem. Minnesota's tanking hard, so I'm not sure they're going to win any games, with like 3 or 4 games left in their season as well. I'm not sure if they're going to win any games either. So we might have already shot ourselves in the foot with all these wins. But, hey, as long as we lose these last couple of games are versus playoff teams, so we should lose, or at least teams fighting to be in a higher position. So we definitely should lose. Hey, Dan, hope to see some of the newer guys play today to see what we have. We should. Honestly, we should bench JaVale McGee, Rondo, anybody who's been effective, and just throw out the G League squad, man. That's what we should do if we really want to tank. But, again, it's gonna be crazy, man. I don't know. At this point, I'm ready for this season to end, man. I got a lot of content coming for you guys. I'm thinking of dropping a video tomorrow, titled. Well, I'll tell you what. Just look for a video tomorrow, man. I'm gonna surprise you guys with the title on this video, and it'll be interesting. It's gonna be a different kind of video. It's gonna be the type of videos I drop in the off season, where it's not a live stream. It's a video with video clips and demonstrations and stuff like that. And I'm gonna be talking about the Lakers this season. So look forward to dropping that tomorrow. That's my day off. I'm definitely gonna work on that for you guys. I have some content coming this summer, guys. Keep it locked. He said we should talk about the draft prospects. Again, I'm saving that for a couple of videos that are coming up, and I don't really want to open up too much about draft prospects till we figure out what our draft exact position is going to be after lottery night. So I'm saving that for that. But yes, I cannot wait to debate all of that with you guys. Dan, did you hear about Juwan Howard as a favorite to be our next coach? Yes, Chris, I just mentioned it a couple of minutes ago. We shouldn't take any of these rumors serious, man. First, it was Tom Izzo, then Jason Kidd, then Tyron. Now it's Juwan. Can these rumor makers make up their mind who actually is the favorite? Because there's been about 4 favorites in the last month or so. So pretty much they don't know what they're talking about, guys. It could be anybody. He said, let's hope they lose. Players don't lose games. The management. Yeah, the players don't want to lose. Of course, I know what you're saying. But again, I feel like Luke is low-key trying to get as many wins before he grabs his stuff and heads out the exits, because I think he knows his days are numbered. So he's just trying to pat his coaching record, in my opinion, at this point. He doesn't care about our future. He's not really caring about, tanking or none of that, because I think he knows. So yeah, he's coached us better these last couple of games, and we've come out and won. Do you think the Lakers are going to take the W today? I do not. I think the Lakers should lose the remaining games on the schedule. I looked at it, and it's mostly playoff teams. So, yeah, we should lose all the games. But then again, it's the games you count us out when sometimes, teams have a puncher's chance and they come out swinging. So how much do you give up now for Anthony Davis trade? You know what? They whiffed on the best offer we had, so I give up half of whatever we offered before, honestly. What are your thoughts about Zubac's comment towards Laker fans? He seems butthurt. No. The media always takes what players say out of context. Obviously, they know the feud that's going on between Clipper fans and Laker fans. They know we don't like them, and they know that, they're basically, lower class fans. So they're trying to stir up some stuff, but we're not going to be upset about that. I mean, we know Zubac is a Laker at heart. We know he wishes he was still a Laker. All he said was, if we want to watch good basketball, we could tune in and watch the Clippers. What that tells me is that they don't have enough fans in Clipperland, so Zubac is trying to recruit some, but I'm sorry, Zoo. We respect you and we love you, but we're not going to cheer for you. I'm sorry, we're going to cheer for you individually, but we're not going to cheer for your team. So I'm not going to be tuning in to watch any Clipper games unless it's a Clipper elimination game and they're getting eliminated. That's it. That's going to bring me pleasure. Other than that, I really don't. I'm not going to stir up the pot and go ahead and buy into whatever their reporters are trying to stir up, like, oh, Zubac's against Laker fans. No. Zubac loves Laker Nation, and Laker Nation loves Zubac. I think I was on Twitter, and I think Larry Nance said it best. He said, the Lakers fans are too smart. They're not going to buy into this little stir-up. Don't worry about it, Zoo. He's right. We're too smart for that, so let's not buy into that. Dan, I get that Luke hasn't been a great coach, but you make it seem like he has a vendetta against the Lakers. He still loves the Lakers. I'm pretty sure he wants what's best, but he's got to go, of course. I'm not sure if he wants what's best, honestly. He hasn't developed young talent. Caruso didn't get a chance until injuries came through. Look how good Caruso's playing. If he really wanted what's best for the Lakers, I think he would have done a better job of developing guys like that, guys like Mo Wagner. Honestly, I think either one of two. Either Luke is really clueless and he's an idiot, or two, he really doesn't care about the Lakers anymore because he knows he's on his way out. Pick your poison. Honestly, I could care less. Hey, what's up? What's up, bro? I'm going to read this comment in Spanish. I'll translate it to you guys. He said, yo estoy contigo, Dan. Yo también quiero que los Lakers pierdan hoy, pero también quiero que ganen para que Paul George se vaya en la primera ronda por no venir a los Lakers el año pasado. Oh, man, that's a good comment. He said he's with me as far as the Lakers losing tonight. We need to lose, but at the same time, he wishes that the Lakers beat the Thunder to ensure that Paul George and the OKC Thunder get eliminated in the first round. That's what he gets for not coming to the Lakers. I feel you, bro. But honestly, I'm over Paul George. I really am. I'm not even mad at anymore. I mean, the hype is over. I mean, nobody's talking about Paul George as an MVP anymore. They're not a top 3 team or top 4 team in the West anymore. I told you guys that was fool's gold. I didn't see that team as deep enough. And eventually, Russell Westbrook always messes it up. He starts shot chucking and padding his stats. He wants to average a triple-double again this season. So Russell Westbrook, to me, has always been selfish. He's been a me-first type guy. And this year, I felt like he took a backseat for the majority of the season. But now that he's trying to take over, you can see how poorly the Thunder have done recently. Should we draft a forward or a guard? You know what, James? I'd say take the best player available. You said LMAO. Well, you're right about that. He's horrible at putting the young guys in good situations. Yeah, that's the main reason I want him gone. Are you still going to do live streams during the offseason, Dan LeMan? Absolutely, Aaron. You know what, man? I got you guys. You guys, I told you guys to vote, and I didn't even need to put out polls because most of you guys said you guys wanted to see me during the playoffs. So I'll be doing live streams during really good games, recapping some of those matchups, and but mainly I'll be covering the Lakers for sure this offseason, mainly. But I will be tuning in here and there just to chop it up. I'll probably be playing some 2K on live streams with you guys just to interact, man. I don't want to be gone all summer long like in the past and miss you guys. So pretty much, yeah, I'll be, dipping in and out of the channel. He said, this game is one I really want to win. I never liked OKC. And that's where we're kind of split, Julian. I feel you. I would be a little upset if we won tonight, but I part of me would be happy because it is versus OKC, and we're ruining their playoff chances as well. So I feel you on that. I'm split, but I really want to get a higher draft pick. I think that matters more. However, I believe in fate, and if we decide to slip to 11 to 12, then hopefully we get a draft day steal. But other than that, man, I want us to get the loss just for what it means for our draft day implications. And more ping pong balls equals more of a higher chance of getting a top pick. I pray to God we get a top 3 pick, man. That would be insane. RJ Barrett, Ja Morant, or Zion would be on the table, and I would love either of those 3. Hey, Dan, do you want the Lakers to draft Carson Edwards if we get a top 10 pick? I'm holding my thoughts on that one, man. I'm going to hold my thoughts on that, and I'm coming to you guys. I want the video, so I don't want to give away my thoughts. So that way you guys will tune in and watch the video and then come back in the comment section and give me your thoughts on that video. But it's coming as soon as we find out exactly what position we're drafting. Because imagine we get a top 3 pick, then of course I don't want Edwards. I'd rather get one of the top 3 players in the draft. So it really matters where we slide in the draft. That's the reason I really don't want to put out my thoughts right now. He said, we will be very fortunate if Cam Reddish is available at the 10th pick. This is true. Cam Reddish, I see a lot of potential in. He reminds me kind of like a young Rudy Gay when he first got drafted by Memphis, who had a lot of potential, that type of forward. I like players like that, athletic, could attack, could hit the mid-range shot and stretch the floor occasionally. I like him. Question is, do we already have too many forwards? Because we also have Brandon Ingram, LeBron, and Kuz. Although, I mean, it's a good problem to have. You can never have too much talent at any position, but I feel you because we play positionless basketball. But at the same time, I'm leaning more towards a guard or a center if we fall out of the top 3. We'll be very fortunate. No, I'm sorry. I already read that one. He said, I believe that we're getting either Kawhi or Kyrie or Kemba, Dan. I think so, too. I think we're going to land somebody. Who it is, I have no clue, but I think somebody's coming for sure. I don't buy all the media hype. I want to see it for myself. Imagine getting the number 1 pick. Haters will be screaming NBA rigged, and I will be laughing, man. I will be, bathing in their tears. That would be great, man, because we're already the most hated franchise. We get the number 1 pick, you can lock up that most hated franchise title for the next 100 years, man, and it would bring me nothing but pleasure. So I think the NBA will rig it. Watch Zion to the Lakers. You know what, Woody? If you're right, thank you, NBA. You owe us for that Chris Paul deal. We're still not even. That deal they vetoed that could have won us more championships with Kobe and Chris Paul still in their prime. I'll never forget it. So, hey, if we get the number 1 pick, then we could consider being even. But in order for us to be even, Zion has to pan out and be that player everybody thinks he's going to be, which I have no doubt he will be. But, Dan, make a video about free agents who will fit better. All of that stuff's coming this summer, man. Hold on tight. We still got stuff to talk about this season. As soon as the season's over, grades, free agents, draft, all those type of videos coming out, man. I can't wait to get to work for you guys. I absolutely can't wait, man. I'm actually excited. I've been waiting for the offseason, so. I'd like Kobe White, 6'5" point guard, can shoot and he can drive. He'll be nice as those backup, and I think he can play well together. Yeah, it'll be interesting, man, to see who we pick up, or even we might even trade the pick. So I'm not gonna completely sell myself on the idea of adding another young core piece, because that piece could just be a draft day trade asset. Dan, we should take Bobo because he can stretch the floor and he's damn near 8 foot. Hurt or not, take him. Well, he definitely, you know what, Deshaun? You're not wrong, bro. He's a project player, but I think if it's a pick outside of the top 10, then you don't have much to lose. It's a high risk, high reward, right? And those are the type of risky picks that can sometimes pay off. Like I said, it paid off for the Knicks, even though it was high risk, low reward at that time because nobody knew how good Porzingis was going to be. And it paid off for the Philadelphia 76ers, another high risk, low reward pick. They didn't think he was going to be this good, but they knew he would be good. So they picked him anyways, even though he was injured for the first couple of seasons. Yeah, sometimes you have to make gambling decisions like that. And I hope that Magic and Rob and Ryan West and all the scouts are wise enough to be able to pick up on that young kid. Look, they're going to bring all these kids in for workouts. They're going to try them all out. If they see something special in them, then they'll draft them. So far, we've done a great job of drafting players with late picks. Look, we got Julius Randle at number 7. Nobody thought he would be this beastly except for a couple of us. And look at him. We got D'Angelo number 2. We got Clarkson in the late 20s, Larry Nance in the late 20s, I think early 30s maybe. Zubats in the early 30s. I mean, the list goes on. We've done a great job of drafting. And I still like what we have in Mo Wagner. I still feel like we haven't even scratched the surface on that kid's potential yet. He has good footwork. He shows the ability to get to the rim. He's a sneaky athletic, and he can stretch the floor. So we're going to keep adding these type of talents. The question is, who's going to be available and what pick are we going to have? Those are the only questions I have. How do you feel about Taco? I think he can be a solid paint protector and rebounder, especially if he gets the right trainers around him to get his body up. About Taco, I'm not sold, man. He reminds me a little more of Hashim Thabit, especially in today's NBA. If you don't have a big who can at least be a little bit mobile, then I'm not sure that you should draft him. He has a high bust potential, but I wish him the best, man. Very, very smart kid, and he has a bright future. I just don't know how bright it is or if it would fit what the Lakers are trying to do. It would bring me so much joy to see all the media Laker haters cry if the Lakers look out and get that number 1 pick. The TNT guys and ESPN guys, all of them. Oh, my God, Julian, you have no clue, bro. Man, I'll be so happy. I might cry if we get the number 1 pick. I'm not even going to lie. Hey, what's up, DTLF? I'm stuck at work here in the mental health clinic. Love the shirt. That's tight. Thanks, T. I appreciate it. Hopefully you get out of work soon. That way you can catch the game. And, again, I hate to say this because I have a winner's mentality. So anytime the Lakers win, I really can't get mad at them. But we really need to tank, guys. We need to tank. The draft is very important and crucial. Hey, Max Kellerman. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. He said, LeBron's out. We playing G League players, but you're still making videos every game. We need more fans like you. Respect, man. Oh, bro. Thank you, man. Don't make me tear up right now, man. It's been a rough week with the whole Nipsey Hussle thing, man. But thanks so much, brother. I appreciate you, man. That's really kind of you to say. He said, Taco too soft? He a soft taco. Oh, come on. Come on, Deshaun. You don't got to do him like that, man. The kid is nice. He's a good kid, man. He has a good heart. His heart's in the right place. You never know. He can have a bright future. I don't think the Lakers is the right place. We're trying to run and gun next year, with Lonzo back. And I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get a player that's going to put us in the half court. Like, I think Taco is that type of player. So, Dan, you ever been to the Bellflower Lakewood area? Absolutely, man. I grew up in L.A., brother. I've been all around. Yeah, I have. He said, real happy with Caruso as a backup point guard. Yeah, and I think we probably already found our backup point guard for next season at a cheap discount price. So I agree, Kevin King. I think that as much as I like Rondo, if he's going to command $9 million again on the market, I think we should pass on that and bring Caruso for a quarter of that. So he said, the way Taco was blocking them shots in Zion got me a little worried about him playing in a big league. You know what? Zion hadn't seen a big player like that, and even a lot of NBA players don't really. Nowadays, it's a lot of small ball fives, so I'm not really worried about that. But I understand your concern. But Zion was able to prevail. That's all I remember about that game. He said, bring out that LA jacket for the lottery day. Oh, you already know, John. The lucky Laker jacket has came through in the clutch many, many times. And that legendary jacket, man, is hanging from, from my closet door. And I can't wait. I can't wait to bring that out. Hopefully it serves us well and we end up with a top 3 to 4 pick. That's all I want. I'm not even asking for the number 1 pick, even though that would be great. If we could end up with a top 3 to 4 pick, sky's the limit. From there on, we'd be adding even more great young talent. Hey, Dan, Endgame tickets dropped today. Did you get yours yet? No, I have not. I have not got my my Endgame tickets, but I'm nickel and diming right now since I just paid the rent. So pretty much I get paid this Friday. I can't wait. Yes, I will reserve them early. Absolutely, man. I can't wait. There's a lot of movies I want to see though. Pet Sematary is coming out this Friday, and then next week we got a couple other movies coming out. So yeah, I'll probably get a couple of other tickets before I get that one. Because I think Endgame doesn't come out till April 26th, right? Or 25th or something like that. Bobo's a top 20, not a top 10 from what I've seen. Well, sometimes you can reach down and grab somebody earlier. But you also run the risk of that player being like a Thon Maker type who wasn't ready for the NBA. But Bobo seems a lot more skilled than a Thon Maker already. So, yeah, I wouldn't say that it's that high of a risk to take a player there. But I understand what you're saying. Dan, do you think RJ Barrett is any good? Because everybody's telling me he's overrated. No, I actually think he's underrated because he played with Zion. I think RJ Barrett has the potential to be the Jason Tatum of this draft. That player everybody's underrating, but then he ends up being a pretty decent player, pretty good. Might even be better because Jason Tatum, to me, he's good, but he's not as impressive as people currently think he is, right? But we'll see, man. We'll see. A lot of potential there for RJ. He's a big time wing player. He's got some good size. He's athletic. He has a great touch around the basket, and of course he can shoot. So, Dan, have you checked out Bobo? Oh yeah, man. I've been watching this guy play since high school, so I already know what he's all about. Only thing that concerns me about him is his injuries. But again, sometimes you have to roll the dice on a prospect like that. Magic is killing your jacket, Dan. Nah, not even, man. It's still up in the 80, 85 to 90 percentile. I know we lost a couple even on my jacket, but it's all good. It's a lucky jacket, man. It's not a perfect jacket, but it's lucky for sure. Hey, what's up, Noah? How you doing, bro? He said, if the lucky jacket gives us the number 1 pick, I say we hang it up in Staples Center Hall of Famers. You know what, Julian? I might just have to submit a ticket or something for that, man, because yeah, that would be the ultimate luck right there. But I can't take full credit, man. The basketball gods have to shine down on us. We have to hope, man. We have to hope and pray we get that pick because that would be insane. He said a lot of teams had Wagner as a second round. Some had Kuz second round. It depends on the need and the team drafting. That's another great point, Kevin King. Always my right-hand man right there, Kevin King, man. Always on point. He said we could dream about a pick, but Mark Jackson, because Golden State will make LeBron respect him and he can develop the core. Look what he did for Golden State. I agree, man. Deshaun, at this point, I'm done preaching my coaching position, though, because sometimes it's what you don't expect that ends up happening. We could say Mark Jackson all we want, but they might end up hiring Tom Izzo or somebody else, man. Who knows? It could be somebody out of the blue that nobody saw coming, like Mike Krzyzewski. I doubt it, but I'm just saying, just an example. That could be anybody at this point. So I'm not going to get my hopes up for Mark Jackson. I'm just going to sit back and see what the front office does, and then we're going to critique them on that. He said, wear the jacket during free agency. And I would wear it out, bro. But, yeah, I might throw it on midnight, bring us some good luck, If we get that number 1, they definitely rigged it. I'd be cool with that. Would you be cool if Boogie signs with us, considering the attitude he has? Depends on the price and who we got before DeMarcus. If we got Kawhi Leonard or Kevin Durant or somebody like that before, then everything is fair game after that. I'll be open to anybody signing who has any kind of skill set that can benefit the Lakers. However, if he is our primary target, I'd be a little disappointed, especially because I feel like he's never going to recover to his previous form. And I wish he does, because you never want to see a player injured like that for a long period of time. But those injuries, man, are hard to recover from. And he's a hefty dude, so it's even going to be harder for him to recover from that. There you go. Martin said it best. Boogie needs to drop a few pounds. I agree with that. Juwan Howard, they say, is moving up in the charts as a head coach prospect. Man, at this rate, I'm going to start moving up in the charts, man. These rumors are all over the place. I doubt Juwan Howard gets hired. Again, take them with a grain of salt. I don't believe these rumors, man. I really don't. He said ban. Like he said, the Lakers are trash. I mean, we're not trash. We're not as good as we thought we'd be this season because of injuries, but we're not trash. I don't think he's trying to trash the Lakers. I think he's just basically saying that he's disappointed in the season. I hope that's what he's saying. But did they trade the pick and go for the win now? Team with our current young core and some new star for the right piece. I believe we can do it this summer. Well, I'm not opposed to trading the pick, but we have to get really good player in return, especially if it's a top 3 player. If it's a top 3 pick, we have to get a Damian Lillard type player, Anthony Davis type, somebody who can truly make an impact. I'm opposed to trading the pick if it's only for a role player. Like the way we've been trading young players for nothing, like for Muscala and stuff like that, we can't make those kind of trades no more. So those of you that say just trade the pick just because he's too young, I say no, unless we get something really good in return. Would Mark Jackson be good for the young core? Absolutely, man. Just look at his track record, man. Mark Jackson would be amazing. He's a preacher. He's a man that, players of all ages can respect. Dan Kemba should be one of our biggest targets this offseason. I'm sure he is, but I'm not sure if he should be at the top. But I understand what you're saying. Mark might be a decent development, but I'd rather get a better coach. LOL. Mark is like Dwayne Casey. He has a limit. And I love Dwayne Casey. I'm sorry. You made a horrible comparison there, bro, because Dwayne Casey would be perfect for the Lakers as well. So, yeah, all these guys are night and day versus Luke Walton. We need to think about the present and the future. There he is again. And the clutch, man. Kevin King, right-hand man. Always spitting the facts, man. Much love to Kevin King. DTLF, I like Kid, Jonathan Williams, G League, two-way player. The new kid we just signed, he seems like a hard-nosed player who hustles and just works for everything. So I'm interested to see if he gets more minutes and if he's going to be able to earn that next year's contract that the team has a player option to. He played limited minutes, but I really like what he did in those limited minutes, and I like the energy he showed. Of course, could be fool's gold because he's obviously happy to be on the court, and then eventually he tails off, but hopefully not. Hopefully he finds his niche in the league, and he's like a David Nwaba type or something like that. Then I don't trust Magic in trades after what he got in return for Zubac. You know what, Art? At the end of the day, he's going to have to redeem himself from that. If he doesn't, then I'll be right there with you, man. Sign Marc Gasol, Danny Green, Terrence Ross, and Trevor Ariza, and Rondo and McGee on vet minimum. I don't think that's enough. Marc Gasol is slowing down. He's a half-court type player when we want to speed up. Danny Green would be perfect. Terrence Ross would be good. Trevor Ariza, I think he's too old at this point. Rondo and McGee at veterans minimum, I can't argue that. But Marc Gasol, I think at this point of his career, I think he's in his last legs, and we don't need any more players on their last legs. We need players that are going to be able to get up and down and are going to last the full season, 82 games, and then beyond. When we get to the playoffs, they're going to have to stay healthy as well. So that's what we need. Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Kevin's been here for the longest. Max, he said, hey, Dan, if we don't get a max free agent, do you think we should wait it out for AD or sign who we can get? I think if we don't get max free agents, it's going to be a failure from Magic and Rob, and they should step down. Unless they trade for a superstar and then sign a bunch of other good free agents without giving up the whole young core. So I expect them to get at least one max free agent. I really do. Worst case scenario, we sign a bunch of one-year players and we do it again. The last thing you need to do is tie a rope around your neck for the long term with bum players like Mitch and Jim did. That's the last thing. So he said Randall all day. Rondo or Randall? Randall, because he has higher upside. He's younger and he's a bull. I'll take that over a 30-plus age-year-old player who sometimes can shoot, sometimes can't, and he's sometimes turnover prone. Sometimes he tries things that I think he could accomplish when he was younger, but now at his age, I'm not sure he can. He said, then why did Magic give him the money instead of Randall? Again, that was a mistake. But Randall wanted out. So I don't know why we didn't get something in return, though, like a sign and trade or something like that. But who knows? Maybe for all I know, they could have made an agreement and said, hey, go test the market, try to get a bigger contract. If you can't, we'll be happy to bring you back on board with the Lakers next year at a similar price. I don't know. I can't really comment too much on that. All I know is that what's done is done there. The Zubac trade hurt me more. It really did. Okay. We must have a Thunder fan in the house, everybody. 1 in a million. You're 1 in a million, buddy. Let me just block him really quick because he's saying some nonsense stuff. But it's all good. What's your ideal coach, Dan? Somebody who's not afraid to pull the reins, man. When the team is getting out of hand, somebody's going to get in their face. Somebody who can yell at LeBron and survive, and not get choked out. Somebody who can command the respect of every single individual in that locker room from star to role player. That's it. That's my ideal head coach. I feel like Rondo's still serviceable at 10 to 15 minutes a game. I agree, but again, he needs to cut that price tag in half to even be considered bringing him back. DTLF, how is it? Do you think Mo Wagner will become good like Zoo did? I think Mo Wagner has a higher ceiling as far as skill set goes. I think Zoo is a bigger body. That's why we miss him. And he was starting to learn how to use his body. That's the scary part. And he's been playing extremely well for the Clippers. I've been watching his highlights. He's learning how to attack the rim with aggression, just like Bynum did. I'm not saying he's the next Bynum, but I'm saying, and he can protect the paint. So all he needs to develop is a consistent mid-range jump shot and a low post game, a consistent low post game. If he does that, he's going to be the next Marc Gasol, just like we thought he could eventually become. And that would be sad if we traded away Marc Gasol for Mike Muscala and we gave away a second round pick. That would be the worst trade probably in a long time. However, if they underdevelop him, he could just be what he is right now, very serviceable, backup big, a Nick Collison type, somebody like that, but with a bigger body who could protect the rim. So I wish him the best. I just hope he doesn't develop with the Clippers. I hope he signs elsewhere this offseason, and then I can really, truly root for him. As long as he's wearing that beach volleyball across his chest, I'm not rooting for him. This season was just like last year where all of our best players got injured in the rest of the season. I hope we get healthier. We've been cursed the last couple of years, man, but, hopefully the third time is a charm next year. Hopefully we're able to rise above and beyond, and that's why depth matters, and we got to do a better job of building our roster next year so that the next person can step up and be equally as effective, or just at least hold the ship steady till the other player returns. But it's all about depth, man. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. That was it for the pregame, guys. Again, I got a lot of content for you guys this summer, so keep it locked. Don't forget to subscribe, drop a like on this video. Truly appreciate all the support, guys. Much love, Laker Nation. Look, we're approaching the end of the season. Well, we got so much to look forward to during the summer, even during the playoffs. It'll be interesting to see guys like Paul George fail. It's going to be funny because we all knew they weren't going to get far, but it'll be interesting, guys. Anyways, keep it locked right here. I'll be back for the post game, and let's see what happens today, man. Interesting game for surely. All right, guys.